When his phone booth mysteriously crashes in ancient Japanoland, Bill Logan is forced to adopt some Japanese ways and fight with other magical Asian people in this classic tale of Japanoland story stuff.
Or 47 Ronin.
Whoa.
Welcome to Resisting Boredom, where we drink, ramble, discuss things to help you in the never-ending quest of not being bored. What's so funny about that?
Get started the drink.
Damn! I'm Brandon Kaiser.
Josh Jessen.
Kid Coleman Cool.
Who cares? Anyways, we saw 47 Ronin. It stars Keanu Reeves and Hiroyuki Sanada.
Yes.
One second.
No, this.
Hiroyuki Sanada. You may remember him from the Wolverine earlier this year. Anyways, again, I could keep going, but I don't want to pronounce.
Satsu.
I don't want to pronounce any more Asian names. Sorry, it may make me racist, but
It's racist.
I'm white. I can't help it. So, anyways, it was 47 Ronin. It was directed by Carl Rinch, and
It's pronounced his name.
well, it's a white name. In some way, it might be European or something. I don't know. But anyways, 47 Ronin. Josh, start us off. What did you think of the movie?
Yep, it was a movie. Once again proves that the only way to succeed in Japanese sort of culture history stories is to be white. It's a lesson that Hollywood has taught us over the years.
Such classics as The Karate Kid.
The Last Samurai.
The Last Samurai.
Obviously. But I was expecting your basic action movie with some fantasy elements. I got exactly what I thought it was going to be. That's about all you can say about this movie. It wasn't terrible. The reason because this was my idea to go see this, because other people like good movies, but I really wanted to watch this just because I wanted to see. I haven't seen Keanu in a while, and I was
It's
like,
true.
I'm like, you know what? Let's watch this movie. I wanted to, and I thought it's funny that he's like the main guy in this movie when I think he's got some of the least amount of dialogue. Because really,
there's not a lot of dialogue.
There isn't
in
a whole
this
lot.
movie.
There isn't a whole lot, but he's got like a few lines. He's not really even the main character to me in this one. It's
Hiroyuki Sanada.
yeah, whatever his real Osaka or whatever
Oishi or whatever.
Whatever.
Oishi, yeah.
Yeah, that guy with the O. The O man.
Yeah, he is basically the main character of this movie.
Yeah, and then Keanu Reeves is just the magical white man who's in the
He's his Gandalf.
yeah, pretty much. That's a weird analogy, but we'll use
Yeah, but it's true. I mean, he's the guy that has some mystical powers that helps him out.
And I was trying to think about, because he doesn't really act in this movie, which is what I was wanting. I wanted to see Keanu Reeves do some acting.
But he is an FBI agent.
That's what I wanted to see.
Oh.
But we got he's got the serious face. He only says a few lines. It's always monotone. I mean, it's the Keanu Reeves.
It's like whispered half, like half whispered.
This is the Keanu Reeves that the internet makes fun of constantly. And I mean, it's like, I guess if this is what they wanted for the role, if you want that in your role, because I mean, it played off well for this character. Because everyone else kind of was really serious. I mean, if they wanted someone to smile once, they would have cast someone else. Because
yeah, that's true.
It
was a very serious movie.
Yeah. And even when the guys are like having the other samurai, like they have a little few jokes and that.
Aside from the tree cutting scene was kind of,
But he doesn't smile at all in this movie. When he's like holding hands with his forever girl, he's just kind of like walking around like holding hands. But that's so. I mean, I guess they cast who they wanted in this movie. I assume that was a decision because you don't just get Keanu Reeves to. Well, anyway. So that's probably what they wanted. They probably knew what they were doing. So other than that, it was a pretty typical action movie. It's based on an actual story, so I mean, you can't really. It's not like shitty Hollywood, bullshit that happens. Like, oh, everybody gets to live. Or, like, oh, bring back Abe Lincoln, that sort of shit doesn't happen. Like, that doesn't happen. You don't get the normal Hollywood tropes because it's based on an actual story. And
on real life, so or based on a legend, a fable, whatever you want to call it.
So, I mean...
probably not real life with mystical elements.
But it's adapted.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I don't think there were, like, snake women in,
Yeah. Witches and...
I don't know. I've never been to Japan. And I've seen a lot of their weird porn. So maybe it does.
Oh God, I hope some of that's real.
There's no tentacles in this, so
tentacle-like appendages.
okay, Fair enough.
But-
Alright, so
To wrap it up, it was if you want to go see an action movie for Christmas, but watch Die Hard. But if you want to see one in the theater,
Christmas is over now, man.
oh, that's right. Well, it came out for Christmas because it's a Christmas day.
It was an odd choice.
Yeah, weird Christmas holiday theme.
Probably should have done December 14th.
Yeah,
Yeah, that would have been
Because
perfect.
it's true.
to do with the movie. But yeah, it's an action movie.
Maybe it did in Japan.
Maybe it did. Competent.
Probably.
It's competent, and that's about it. I would say it's competent.
Alright, Kit, your thoughts on 47 Ronin?
Wasn't as much of what I expected. I was expecting more action and such like that, and it felt like it was a bit slow paced at times. I did enjoy the Japanese mythology and lore and everything like that with demons and witches and everything like that. That was pretty cool.
And white
Could have done with more of that.
He was half.
Well, white people were pretty much assholes in that movie.
Hey,
They were.
there was like two.
Yeah, right.
There was that one like dock they went to with a bunch of ships. There was more than two. It seemed like a pretty good story. I enjoyed it. And pretty much, yeah. I thought it was interesting. I thought it was pretty good.
Alright, I guess that leaves it to me to close this out. I kind of went in this movie not knowing what to expect exactly. I mean, I assumed it was going to be a very Asian movie, obviously, with some mystical elements and things from the trailer. It was very much a Asian fantasy, you know?
Not yours.
No, I mean like a fantasy movie,
You mean
right?
Asians fantasize about a magical white man saving them?
Maybe, but anyways, it has some really cool, sets and costumes and things like that. If you're into, that sort of thing, it's very much it's your standard like hero's journey thing where he gets brought down, he comes back to save the day and all that kind of stuff. It's very typical in that sense, I guess. I thought some of the action scenes were pretty cool. It was pretty well choreographed and things like that. But I kind of agree with Kit that sometimes this movie kind of meandered a little. Like, it just kind of... It took a while to get into it.
Yeah.
Like, and to get going
Yeah,
and
I'll remember
things.
that.
And, I don't know. It was just kind of okay to me. Like, it didn't blow me away. I didn't dislike it. It was just kind of there. So... But yeah, I mean, I thought it was well made enough. I mean, it wasn't like a cheap or cheesy seeming movie for the most part. I mean, there was a couple things that were questionable, but I mean, other than that,
The dragon thing from the trailers.
yeah,
I thought it looked cooler in the trailers.
That's true.
During the actual movie sequence, it kind of looked a little like it looked more impressive in the trailer.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
When you actually saw it.
Because we didn't see it in 3D.
No, well, I didn't hear about it.
I liked the climax of the movie. I thought the attacking of the fortress or whatever was
Yeah.
that was my favorite part. I like to see the things where like people have like this plan and they set it all. We didn't get to see them plan it, but we got to see the plan in effect as it was going on.
We saw them make a previous plan.
Yeah, I guess. But which was weird. There were some weird edits in this movie.
Yeah.
That was the thing I almost forgot to mention, which is a major
Oh,
thing
I wanted to mention that too. Well, maybe not.
There
the
were
ending.
weird like cuts and like way they told the story. They were like in the scene you mentioned where they had this plan to defeat the bad guy or whatever, and then it was like just instant cut to things going on to it's not. It was really weird. It just kind of threw me off, and I was just like,
And then they're
what
like,
is going on? And
then
I guess this is real. Maybe this is a dream scene. Like I was really confused as to what had happened.
Oh yeah, I think I know.
Yeah, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's like, what? Where are we now? It was weird editing.
What I was gonna say is this movie is definitely up to like top tier in reaction GIF. If people want to make those, there's just a lot of people like looking at stuff like with nothing going on. Because like we said, there's
not a lot of dialogue.
but there's a lot of people just kind of like. And then, like, through, like, doors and stuff like that. I remember the one, they had the framing and Keanu's just, like... And everyone else is just kind of looking around. Like, there's just so many shots of people just kind of staring off into space or looking around.
Yeah, that's true. So anyways, yeah, I mean, I thought it was just an okay movie. Like, nothing you need to run out and go see. But if you're bored on a weekend or something and it's on TV or whatever, it's, it's going to at least entertain you for a while.
Are you saying it's a good way to resist boredom 9 months from now?
Well, I'm saying it's not the best way, but it is a acceptable way, I guess. to resist boredom.
Like you're at home, you just have a sick day, you don't know what to do, and it comes on TV. And
2 years later.
That
2
was-
years later, it's on FX. You got nothing to do.
That was the movie Airborne with Jack Black and Seth Green, the rollerblading movie for me. It was always on when I was sick. Anyways, that or Ferris Bueller. And somehow that's
I like
on
this
all the time when you're sick. Anyways, so yeah, it was just a decent movie, I think, in general, right? So we're all kind of saying, I don't think any of us loved it, none of us hated it. We were just kind of like...
It is a
Well,
movie we watched.
It was alright. So yeah. So, with that knowledge, do with it what you may, and be excellent to each other.
Are we gonna do this for every Keanu Reeves movie?
Yes.
What's stupid? Hiroyuki.
Hiroyuki Sanada. Are you singing me a sonata?
Hiroyuki.
Hiroyuki
Sanada. Hiroyuki.
Hiroyuki Sanada. Alright, Easter eggs in the bag. Let's.
Yeah, we haven't really there haven't been too much racist Asian culture, have we? Oh wait, hold on a second.
What they had, like the guy said, and they're all leaving in like the 2 rows of each other. You know, near the end of the movie. Well, at the end of the movie, when they're all like walking out. I like how Keanu Reeves is at least like a head taller than everyone else.
Yeah. There's the Asian racism.